the Dot is presented by Benjamina Mia Casino. Licensed real estate professional since 2008. License number S01669991 LLC. Moving to Vegas? There's no better time than now. So what are you waiting for? Call Benjamina today at 702-281-9063. Mia is also on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. You can also visit www.benjaminamiacasino.com and view available homes anytime. Remember, the house wins when you bet on Benjamina Mia Casino. It's a lunch hour in Vegas, and we're on the dot with Dot and Mia here on PHLV Radio.
Hey, magandang tanghali, Las Vegas or Pacific. Kumusta kayo? My name is Dorothy Tom. Welcome to On the Dot. And before I introduce my co-host, I would like to thank her for sponsoring the show for so many years. Ilang years na ba? 5 years na ba? Here's my co-host, Mia Casino.
Hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to On the Dot.
Yes, welcome. It's September 10th, and yesterday was 999 portal. If you're into numbers, 2025 totals to 9, so it was 999. How was it for you, Mia?
It was good. Very, very productive day for me.
Okay. They say that 999 is the portal for endings and closings. So, soul contracts na tapos na or overextended na mga identities or belief systems, tapos na, get rid of them. Tapos na siya. Mga agreements na tapos na, say goodbye, So it's been very intense for me. Let's ask our guest who is returnee, an alumna of On the Dot. Mia, would you like to introduce her again for those who don't know her?
Yes, our guest studied Certificate of Architectural Drafting at the University of the Philippines in Diliman and studied architecture with emphasis in urban and regional planning at the University of Southern California and is a principal consultant at Ethel G, Rubio and Associates and the former president of the University of the Philippines Alumni Association of Greater Los Angeles and the former member of Services Manager at Royal Institute, Chartered Surveyor, and our friend, Miss Ethel Rubio. Welcome to the show.
Hi.
Welcome back.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome back.
Thank you so much.
Pinay Power.
Pinay Power.
Bakit medyo delayed ang aking video?
Hindi ko pala nasabi yung co-founder of Sun Girls Prints.
Ayun pala.
So, Miss Pinay Power Ethel, how was 999 for you?
Thank you so much for having me back. I miss you both.
Miss you.
Yes,
Yeah.
It's been a real while. So, how's my year so far?
How was your yesterday, your 999?
My 999 yesterday. Okay, so yesterday was so eventful. I actually went on a reception for the USC donor recognition event. So, as you know, I'm an alumni of USC School of Architecture, and I got to meet. It was an event for donors and active alumni to meet with current students. And guess who I met? I met 4 amazing Filipino-American students who are studying architecture.
Ay,
And I'm
grabe.
so excited. So I'm going to actually put that on my LinkedIn later as well, so you'll know more about it. But yeah, I mean, it was really very nice to see that we are thriving globally, right? So not just in the Philippines, but everywhere we go. And yeah, I'm just so excited to have that experience yesterday.
Holy. So, ganyan. That's how
Yeah, I
it
mean, like
is. Yeah.
for every moment that I have, I just always want to make sure that I engage outside of our community, and I think I get a lot of satisfaction on doing that. So what else did I do? Yeah, pretty much. My day to day work is composed of just making sure that I get my what do you call that, my work done on sustainability. I'm preparing for my trainings and also making sure that I have project management opportunities that's coming my way.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
Galing, galing. Very productive, no? Pinay power nga.
Pinay
Yes.
And I want to recognize Adele Ordinario. She's here. She's watching right now. Adele, baka gusto mo ng t-shirt ha, Pinay Power. Just message us, okay? And we're gonna post the QR code in the comment section after the show. Hindi ko pa kaya ngayon.
Thank you.
Also,
Thanks for doing that.
kasi it's very engaging. The shirt itself it garners a lot of attention. Mia, nawawala ang shirt mo?
Ay,
Absent?
maliit na siya.
I know. Remember when we started this? It was during the pandemic.
It was.
So I think lahat tayo slimmer.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
kailangan
umorder nga.
bigger size.
Yeah, yes. So yeah, it's been it's a good journey. Even now we get, reactions and positive, reactions from them for other people seeing the shirt.
Right, right. So Ethel, before we continue our conversation, we usually have cards here in the show. We probably didn't do that during our time before, during the pandemic.
Yeah.
So I'd like you to choose, if you are open to this. These are just wisdom cards. One is Soul's Journey,
Uh-huh.
or you can have the tawag dito, Everyday Miracles.
Ooh, I love that one.
You love this one? Okay, so I'll have you choose. Just pick a number that you want, and I'll do that. Here are the cards. So
Okay. So any card, or how do I say it?
just give me a number
From what? From one
from
to
1 to 54.
51. Okay. Well,
1 to 50 pala. 1 to 50.
of course, number 27, because October 27 is my birthday.
Okay. Do you want from the top or from the bottom?
Let's do it from the top.
From the top. Okay. So mag-usap muna kayo kasi ako
Okay.
I'm gonna count.
Magkikwento na lang ako.
Sige.
Memorable sa akin ng 999 kasi, before sa Philippines, yung number namin sa telephone, 999950. So, ang dali-daling i-memorize. Before, change nila to longer number. So, when they ask me, what's your phone number? 999950. Diba? Ang daling tandaan.
Madaling ang tandaan yun.
Yeah. So, I love that number, 999950.
Yeah, that's it. No, diba? It's really just among the mystics and the esoteric people, it's really a very, very powerful opening. And the other thing is when we close our past, when we close certain things, new things open. Di ba ganyan din nangyari sa'yo, Ethel? You close certain aspects, certain chapters of your life, and other chapters opened up for you, di ba? Yeah.
Definitely.
So, halimbawa ngayon, what are the openings sa buhay mo, Ethel, that make you really, they call you a trailblazing leader. Not they, everybody, whoever that is, the world. And principal of a climate conscious consulting firm. So how is that for you? And how is it opening new arenas for you?
So, life is about adaptability, right? Recently I got interviewed for a virtual digital magazine for a Filipino American Chamber of Commerce in Greater Los Angeles. And they asked me, what's the one Filipino virtue that you believe in, or you actually live with? And I said adaptability, because adaptability is actually being able to pivot yourself when you need to be. You don't feel stuck, right? You cannot feel stuck because there's always opportunity outside of it. And thinking about, um, closing doors and open up opportunities, numerous times that's happened to me already. And it's not like, I mean, I can really, like, I can name so many things, but just one thing that comes to mind right now is the opportunity to actually be part of an organization. And I know what I can do, right? I know what impact I can make. And so for them to turn me down on a role that they said I'm not ready for, and then I got the opportunity to lead a Filipino-American organization for architects and engineers. So those are the things that happen to you when things don't really work. And also during the pandemic, when I said, like, okay, I'm gonna do project management, construction management, and outreach, strategic outreach. Those were my three prong of services originally, and then I pivoted to sustainability because I was really what do you call that? I was really interested in how sustainability is affecting our world in general, and not just the buildings. So when I came across the Envision framework, which is part of which is a program that's provided by the Institute for Sustainable Infrastructure, I got excited about it. I learned about it, and once I learned about it, I was like, yeah, this is the right path that I want to do. And since then, in addition to the other services I provide, I also do now training other people, other professionals, to learn about how it is to think about sustainability, not just in their profession, but in all aspects of their lives. So then I pivoted, and then that's how I got to think about, like, yeah, like whatever I was doing before, it's kind of related to being sustainable, right? And all that. So it's kind of like it's just all fitting it together. You did not have any words for it before, and then now, like, when it came together, like, yeah, I mean, that's what I've been actually doing. So it's pretty exciting.
Interesting, kasi your card is really a match to what you're talking about.
Really?
I don't
Oh
know.
my
I don't
God.
know
Tell me.
if Kuya Yo is ready to post it to bring it on
Oh,
on the
I'm so
screen. We can
excited.
it's really fantastic how these cards palaging swak siya sa
Talaga? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm excited to see it. What is
I'll just wait for let's just wait for it to load
Okay.
sa kay
So,
Kuya Yo. Yeah, meanwhile, go ahead, Ethel.
meanwhile, let me. Oh, there.
Oh, ayan na. Look at that. It's
Oh,
back to back.
wow.
At saka, can you read that, Ethel?
Yeah, the past is over. It cannot touch me now.
No, it can touch
Can
me not.
it can touch me not.
Flower. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tapos may ano yan, there's a flip to it, flip side niya.
Okay, what's the flip side?
The flip side is
All your past, except its beauty, is gone, and nothing is left but a blessing.
grabe na. That's what you were talking about. That's what you were talking about when I mean at least that's what I'm listening to. That's what I'm hearing. Na, something closed and then something opened.
I
And
mean,
whatever
even
it is.
even in work, right? I mean, like, people say, okay, so I got laid off from the American Red Cross. I got laid off American Red Cross, but then another door opened to me because one of my longtime friends from my architecture profession just approached me and say, "Hey, I think you're going to be good for this project, this work. Like, why don't you do it?" And that's how I became a member services manager for the Global Royal Institute of Chartered Surveyors. And so then that opened me back to being back in the built environment, which actually coaxed me to go back to construction, my, my original desire and my, like my passion is in construction, in buildings, in just making the world a better place by creating a sustainable place to live in. Although I'm not exactly doing the actual designs of it, I mean, I actually am part. I'm a little piece of the puzzle that makes it work. But even though if you're a little piece of the puzzle won't work and it's not complete without you, right?
Correct,
So,
correct. Yeah, that's
yeah,
so
so
true.
yeah, that's and so when I going further on this, when I mentor a student or young professional, I always say, don't feel sad or feel bad if you get fired or laid off or whatever, because something else is going to happen for you, and you just need to adapt to whatever that would be.
Oh yeah, it's so perfect. How does it work for you, Mia, ang card?
It's same thing. And you were talking about the portal earlier, diba?
Mm-hmm.
Relates to the card of Ethel also about, leaving the past behind and moving forward. Diba? It all relates together.
Yeah,
Yeah,
personal, right?
Yeah.
Personal, professional, lahat. Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
lahat. And what struck me as well when you were talking about your architecture thing, Ethel, when you mentioned make the world better place. So Mia has a project with her friends, and I'm not going to say what it is, but part of it is heal the world,
Yes.
Ooh, I like
make it a better
that.
place.
I
And
Mia?
you
like
know what?
that.
Yesterday also,
Uh-huh.
how there's in my real estate world, there's a real dilemma about commissions. We're having problems with commissions. People are getting less instead of 3%. Yesterday, I was able to get a deal that's giving 5%, and that happened yesterday. So, you just have to look at the brighter side, and miracles do happen.
Mm,
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
for sure, for sure. And I really like that part of the card that says all your past except its beauty.
Yeah.
Its beauty is gone,
Mhm.
except its beauty. And then nothing is left but a blessing. So the challenge is for us to look for the beauty and the blessing
Mhm.
as that door closes and then, ako, wala na, goodbye.
Yes.
So doors closing sa coaching namin, the coaches would announce, yung outside coach would say, doors closing. Pag nag-announce niya siya ng ganyan, everybody will have to run inside, go to their seats. Kasi it takes only like 60 seconds for the doors to remain open,
Mm.
and all participants will have to be in within 60 seconds. Pero may announcement, doors closing. Tapos then you have to make a decision. You have to run. You have to go to your seats. No, the thing about that, sometimes life doesn't announce that the door is closing.
No,
Just close.
No, it just
exactly.
closes.
It just takes you from behind, right? Like,
Mhm.
just taps you on the shoulder quickly and then it's gone.
Yeah,
But then the main thing is how do you respond to that?
correct,
Right?
correct.
So it's your
So
own
yeah,
decision, own your response. Like, what will you do, right? And then sometimes it also clouds you if a door closes and then an opportunity comes in. Sometimes you dwell so much in that door closing that you don't see what's in
Right.
front of you. So I think once the door closes, you just let it go, right? Let it go, and and so you can accept the new.
yeah, and there are many other doors that are open. Yeah. So,
Exactly.
madami pa. Hindi lang windows, madami pang doors. Minsan nga, wala nang doors eh. Portals na lang open lahat.
Emergency
Oh.
exit.
Ano yung Mia?
Emergency exit.
May emergency exit.
Look for it.
Meron bang eject button?
Diba?
Meron din.
Meron yan, tanong natin si Ethel sa construction. Palagi may emergency exit.
Siyempre, always. The
Diba?
emergency
Oh.
exit is always part of the design.
Yes. Oh.
Oh my
Always part of the
God.
design.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lumaki ko
Kasi-
sa construction eh.
Ikaw, Mia, lumaki ka.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah, di ba dad ko contractor and my mom's an architect.
Contractor, ha? DPWH pa.
Wow.
Matagal na.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, wow. That's
That's
amazing.
amazing.
Amazing. And it really, I'm having aha moments on when you said, Ethel, na the exit is mandatory. The exit is really part of it. Lahat tayo dapat may exit plans.
Oh, siya yan. Oh,
Find our exit, our eject button.
Yeah, that's what my dad always says when we enter a room or anywhere. Look for the exit all the time.
Right away, exactly. And even in events, right? When you have a meeting events, they always say like in the beginning where the exit is because you never know. You always want to plan for it. But you also want to plan for being spontaneous about it, right? Like being on top of your toes and see where, when it happens, without knowing when it happens, you're able to pivot right away.
And sometimes we are the ones closing the doors on some things, on a lot of things. It's not just that life closes the doors on us. Sometimes, or me at least, there are many instances when we just have to say no and close the door on something. Have you ever experienced that? You just have to step up, say,
Yes.
"Oh, okay, I'm closing the door on this." You've done that, Mia?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Ethel, have you done that?
Yes, I'm learning to say no now. So definitely, before I'm like yes to everything that's out there, but then now you learn to pre-qualify it, right? And because you give so much to the world that sometimes I always think about like, oh, I give if I actually earn $1 for every referral I make, then I would be a millionaire right now.
Yeah.
So it's like for me, it was like, okay, time to like step back and see what we can really do there. How would it benefit me as well, right? So it's different when you're doing it pro bono, you're doing it right out of your own way of volunteering and giving yourself up by giving back to the community or giving back to your school or giving back to the profession. So there are limits, right? But if you are passionate about something, then it's okay, but to a certain extent, right? You don't want to be like just giving too much.
Yeah, I agree with you, Ethel. Part of our Pinay power, and even if you're not Pinay, even if you're, whatever, you're a woman or whatever, you're a child or you're a man, part of your power is learning how to say how and when to say no and yes, I used to be medyo not so okay with putting up boundaries. Kasi my idea was life is so big, life is limitless. No, why should I put up boundaries? And then I learned that boundaries is not necessarily keeping people out, but it could also mean engaging or accepting our own limitations, because we do have limitations. Like, I can't go there. You can't come here sa Las Vegas. You're in LA. That's your limitation. This virtual event that's happening right now is limited in itself because we're not physically able to be with each other. So this is a boundary by itself. the Zoom, it is a connector, but it's also a boundary that, that's just as far as we can go. We can't share the whole room with the world, right? Hanggang dito lang ang view ng ating, ng camera. So, in the same way that we're doing what you said, Ethel, volunteering, giving to the world. Yeah, now I recognize the importance of the boundary.
And it really, the bottom line is about self-care, right?
Mm-hmm.
Self-care, putting yourself first, because you cannot give to the world what you don't have.
Yes.
So if you keep on giving, right, you have to make sure that you care for yourself first so that you have the strength to give more to others.
Yeah, that is so true. So, before I want to talk to you about the running that you're doing or the walking that you're doing,
yes,
we will take a break first. Kasi itong ating sponsor is a giver herself, si Realty, si Miss Realty. If you're buying a piece of land sa Las Vegas, pakinggan mo to. Please stay with us.
All right.
On the Dot is presented by Benjamina Casino. Licensed real estate professional since 2008. License number S01669991 LLC. Moving to Vegas? There's no better time than now. So what are you waiting for? Call Benjamina today at 702-281-9063. Mia is also on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. You can also visit www.benjaminamiacasino.com and view available homes anytime. Remember, the house wins when you bet on Benjamina Mia Casino.
Kamusta mga isko at iska and non-UP alumni friends? I am Michelle Mariposa, a humble iskolar ng bayan from UP Diliman, and I'm grateful to the UP-AAA for being an ISAG recipient. Please come to the UP-AAA 23rd Grand Reunion and Convention this October 17 and 18, 2025 at the Westin Galleria Hotel in Houston, Texas. All are warmly welcome. This grand event is a celebration of accomplishments of our Escolares ng Bayan. Come together and celebrate with the jubilarians, the UP-AAA awardees, and other UP alumni. Let's remember, it takes an entire village to support an Escolar ng Bayan. Maraming salamat sa inyo. Please be there at the UP-AAA GRC 2025 this October at Houston, Texas. And please join UP-AAA to support our Escolars ng Bayan. Malayong lupain, amin mang marating, di rin magbabago ang damdamin. Di rin magbabago ang damdamin.
Just like a friend from back home.
This is your Filipino radio experience in Las Vegas. PHLV Radio.
PHLV Radio. It's a lunch hour in Vegas, and we're on the dot with Dot and Mia here on PHLV Radio.
All Alrighty, welcome back to On the Dot. Thank you for that, Michelle Mariposa. She's a mezzo-soprano and iskolar ng bayan. Kaming lahat dito, sila Ethel, Mia, at saka ako, si Dorothy. Mga iskolar kami ng bayan. What does that mean, Mia? You want to talk about that and segue to what's happening sa UP?
Wala ko sasabihin mo, soprano tayo.
But then, why not?
Oh, wow! I didn't know that's your voice.
Kaya gusto ko bigla baka pakantahin mo kami.
Okay, sige na, Mia. Go ahead, Mia. Talk to us about the
So we're all
Iskolar.
we're all from University of the Philippines, which incidentally, this program is brought to you by the University of the Philippines Alumni Association of Nevada. And we are having an election on the 19th, so we're calling all members to join us on the 19th at 11 to 2 p.m. at Cafe de Manila. Please wear your Yupaan shirts. Reminder, we're gonna have free lunch and raffles. So please join us for the elections. It's my last term, so we're electing for a new president.
Wow.
Yes.
And the new president will decide, no, kung mag-GRC ba tayo o hindi. You know, my first experience of inside job sa GRC, Grand Reunion and
Inside job
Convention.
talaga.
Inside job talaga. Was with Ethel.
Ay, oo nga.
Yes, that was a
Virtual
fun,
one, yes.
great memories. Great
Yeah.
memories, definitely.
Yeah,
Good, no?
Ethel was our the chairperson
Yes.
for UP Alumni Association in America. Chairperson ng Grand Reunion. Virtual. Di ba, Ethel? What's your
I
memory of that?
know. Remember, that's another way that we pivoted, right? For
Yes.
the longest time, the reunion was in person.
Mhm.
And then suddenly pandemic happened and people don't know what to do.
Right.
Right? Should we really do the reunion or not because we cannot meet in person? So I remember that people were like booking a hotel and
Correct.
like when everybody learned that we cannot really travel, that's when it actually we had to like turn and pivot. And so for me, I had an experience to doing a reunion with USC virtually, and I actually get to apply that right away and pivot for the GRC in ours. And it really worked. It was fun, right?
Yeah, and even advertising virtually was so much fun. There was a character there as Mia Casino doing the advertising.
Yes.
It's the
Yeah, hindi lang siya Zoom. It's
Yeah.
actually like a virtual experience. You immerse yourself in the actual
Yeah.
virtual thing. So I think a lot of our attendees really enjoyed that very much. There's so much offering, right? We had like
Right.
videos, presentations, and we had the president of the university being there as well. So that was really fun.
Yeah, it was fun. And now virtual is a very big thing. Virtual gaming and all that. So parang nauna tayo. The pandemic closed many doors on us. So we pivoted. We opened another door, the portal. We adapted. Yeah,
We adapted and we actually had global attendees too.
Oh, yes.
People from, of course, the Philippines, Europe, Australia. That was really very good that we did that.
That's Pinay Power.
Yes. Pinay Power is born of the pandemic. And before we ask you to talk about the 5K that you're doing, Ethel.
Yes.
I just want to say hello to Rose Estepa Ibanez. Do you know her?
Yes, she's a very good friend of mine. Also, fellow Pinay Power. Yes. Hi, Rose.
Yes. And she's listening. And see Doc Flora Saison. She's watching. And of course, Adele says it's a nice t-shirt. O, sige na, Adele. Mag-order ka na.
QR
At saka
code.
mag 5K ka na din. O,
Yeah.
sige, Ethel, tell us about the 5K. Yung title kasi natin, Pinay to the 60th Power. And tell us more, Ethel.
So I really appreciate that that you actually gave me a platform to share about my 5K passion right now. So Um, in the past, I started doing a 5K in the early 2000 and with the Revlon walk. And then, I earned my first medal. It was nothing really like, so then over the years, I kind of started like, oh, maybe I'll just do it once a year, and I'm happy, like, oh, I did my yearly 5K. And then the next thing you know, it's like, oh, what if I do it like, more often than 1 year? And there was a time I made a goal to like, okay, let's do it once a month over 1 year. And then at one point, I think during my birthday month, a couple of years ago, I said, okay, I'll do it once every week during my birthday month. So I did that. And then by the time I got my 30th medal, I said, okay, I have 30 medals now. What am I going to do next? And I was turning 60 and I said, okay, something clicked in me. It's like, why don't I make my 65Ks before I turned 60? So that's where the 60 by 60 goal that I had early this year in 2025 when I made the decision on that. Because at first, like how you would do milestone birthday things, right? Like you would, I did a air, the balloon, hot air balloon when I turned 40. And then I don't know what I did when I was 50, but I did something something unforgettable.
Didn't you go to Stonehenge? When was that?
That was a couple years ago.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
so they're very recent. But of course I do something, right? But then I said for the 60th, this is like about 10 years ago. So when I turned 60, I'll do skydiving. And that's
Wow,
my
did you do
ultimate
that?
goal, right?
You did
But
that
then when
already?
well, I'm not anymore because I'm doing my 60 by 60, right? But what I was gonna try to say, like, the skydiving will only last you a couple of minutes, right? And I know it's gonna be exhilarating. My daughter did it already too during the pandemic. But I'm thinking like, well, I wanted to make it a journey. A journey so that the 60th will make the most impact. And so that's what I did because it's a big can you imagine by the end of the 2024 I was, I think, at 29. And then I did something on in January of this year, and that put me on my 30th. And it's like, so I just mapped it out. I said, okay, how many how many can I really do? Can I really do 30 until October? So I've been keeping on mapping out, and it's doable, it's doable, it's doable. And so along the way, I've been encouraging. What's great about this is along the way, I've been encouraging other people or other, women to walk with me. And it's not just the Pinay or, our Pinay group, but actually my colleagues in the industry, especially in my other friends in my network. I mean, they're just so excited to have me. So even though they're like pute or like black or Hispanic, they actually you know get excited about getting their Pinay Power shirt and be part of that Pinay Power 5K movement that kind of like just started. So I'm really inspired what it has taken, what it has actually, how it has actually impacted others. Can I give an example?
Sure.
So, one of my friends, she's actually a fellow USC alum. She had never done a 5K in her life because she has health problems. So, well, a hip problem, right? So then, so she's been coming to my 5K walks just to be a cheerleader. She doesn't, do the 5K. She would just like, start with us on the finish start line and then welcome us back and cheer us on at the finish line. And she got her Pinay Power shirt as well to be part of that excitement. And then came like months later, she had her hip surgery. And guess what is she doing now? She did her first 5K in February of this year, and she did it in less than 1 hour. And
Wow.
it's actually like so amazing because she's never done it before. And then after her hip replacement, she actually did it. And it's just so amazing how she was so motivated to do it, that she just keeps on doing it now with me too. So that's kind of like the impact that I'm so overwhelmingly grateful that I can do that for others with just me doing my own passion, right? Like, I'm doing this and other gets inspired to do it with me. So the thrill of having that and then reach your 60th by doing that and having other people join you and like cheer you on, and that makes it more of a greater milestone for me than doing a skydiving. Definitely.
Yeah, I remember when you did your 5K run here under Safe Nest. When was that?
Yeah,
That
Las
was what
Vegas.
year was that? Yeah,
I
and I
think that
joined you.
was in 2023.
I think
We
so.
had a very nice group photo, but it's like I couldn't find it and I wanted to share that here
I couldn't
because
find it either. I'm looking for it
yeah,
right
so
now.
I actually, oh, you have my interview over there.
Oh yeah,
It's like
right.
that interview. That was actually a 5K that I did at the Lotus Festival, and KT LA Channel 5 was there,
Oh, nice.
and they were going to cover the 5K itself because it was the first 5K for that particular event. And so I was just walking down and I just like, oh, hi. And there they have their mics, just waiting for something to happen. They're waiting for a story, I think. And so I just said like, oh, I'm doing my 44th year. I think I'm doing my 44th or 45th 5K and or 41st 5K, and I want to do it towards my 60. So, and I just passed them by, and then the camera woman actually like ran after me. It's like, would you like to do an interview? And so that's how I got the interview that you saw on the clip earlier. That was shown earlier. So that was really fun. So, just the excitement of people learning that I'm doing 65 days by the time I turn 60. Other people are saying like, oh, so that means like 2 years from now or 3 years from now. It's like, no, it's in October.
This October na nga, di ba?
October, yeah.
The reason why you couldn't join. Ano yun, Mia?
October 27th.
Yeah.
Yeah, 27. So I'm glad firstly about this, Ethel. I'm glad that you're not hiding your age. When you say 60 and you want to run 65Ks, I'm glad that you're proud of your age.
Of course,
As I am.
power.
Of course,
Yes.
And number two is that I did my first 5K with you. Yung noon, that year that you came
Yes,
here.
and
That
that
was my
was for
first time.
me was very memorable because that is actually the largest group of Pinay power group that we actually did as a team.
Ay,
I
talaga.
think there
How
was
many
like
people?
over 14 of us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 14. Yeah, going back to that Las Vegas, that was really good because I went to Las Vegas for a UP reunion with my Kalayaan dorm mates.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so then I encouraged them, like, oh, let's do a 5K before we do our reunion. And so everybody was up for it. So I was really excited, and like, just everybody just was on board with that.
Yeah, I couldn't find the photo, pero maganda yun, masaya yun. And then we had
Yeah.
lunch, Mia, di ba?
Yeah, we had lunch
Oh, yeah, that's
together.
me. Look at me.
Oh, there you
Vegas
go.
strong.
Oh, yes!
I found
That's
one.
you. Exactly. I'm so glad you have that.
Yeah, I found one.
We had a
Uh-huh.
powerful photo together. Like there was like we were all on the stage, and I was like afraid that the stage will fall. There were so many of us.
I really like doing this. And then after that, kami ni John, we would just do a lot of Not officially na 5K na marathon. But
Recently,
we
you
did two
did
more.
one, right? You did
Huh?
one recently. You did one recently. You were
I
wearing
did
your
one with
power.
the US vets. Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's very inspiring what you're doing, Ethel. It's a pa. I remember that you had a knee problem.
Oh,
Yes.
Mia,
Remember that? Yeah.
even with her knee problem, she would just
continue.
power through it. Power.
I know. That knee problem was, I think, in 2023 or 2022. Just suddenly my knee got inflamed, and that's the year that I was doing once a month.
Oh,
And
wow.
so I said, I cannot
Mm.
miss a 5K.
Right.
And so I actually did it in Canada during that time, and I did it in San Diego also during that time. But I powered through. The worst was when I was in Canada, because my knee actually buckled the night before. And so I just put something on it, right, like that knee uh, protection kind of thing. And then it took me 2 hours. Like, I
You
literally
finished
just had to walk it, like, not even, I cannot walk it because I can't even, like, yeah. And then everybody was cheering me on because I was the last one.
Wow, but you finished
And and then one of the volunteers also walked with me on my last mile, just so like, because they know that I was injured. I did not tell anybody, but they can tell, right? Because it's taking me so long to do it. But you're right, that I forgot all about that. That I did have a knee a knee problem, and I still powered through.
Grabe.
Yeah, but no, when
Yeah,
it's her mind on it, talaga, no? Shape.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just a thing that, even if you have some obstacles, you don't let it stop you. So that's just a proof for
Right.
me
Mhm.
that whatever comes your way, you can actually just make it happen if you really put your mind into it. Yeah. So,
Yeah, so true and very, very inspiring. And I'm a testament to, if you have someday, if you're thinking of, ano kayang mabuting nagawa ko sa buhay, you can't think of, sino kaya naka-benefit sa mga ginagawa kong ito? Think of me, Ethel.
oh, that makes
I'm
my heart so big right now.
I'm a part of your I'm a part of your resume success na certificate of achievement mo si Dorothy.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
And that's the priceless. You cannot put the price tag to that one, right? Like,
Yeah.
that is
Yeah.
actually precious. You can't really, quantify it. I mean, as long as somebody says, like, oh, what you did inspired me, motivated me. That was, for me, that's a big thing to
Oh
have
yeah.
and
I am
do.
your certificate of achievement.
Oh,
Ako yun.
thank you, Doc.
Ah, hello daw si Crispy Chili Chris. Shout out to Masayang Vegas Pinoy. Uy, may mangyayari Masayang Vegas Pinoy. That's a new show.
Oh,
On
really?
PHLV. Yeah,
Very
watching
nice.
right now. Si Baba Eba.
Mm.
Good evening daw. Si Adele saying hi to Tita Emma Consul. Si Tita Luz is saying hello, Ethel. Si Tita
Oh,
Luz.
hi, Tita
Cabalo.
Luz.
Cabalo, yeah.
Yeah.
Si Angelina Tabuena is saying hello po, Ma'am Ethel Rubio. Good morning.
Good morning to you as well.
Filipina,
Thank you
siguro.
for listening in and watching.
Yes. So, anything else that you would like to share with us to inspire our listeners, Ethel?
Yeah, so okay, so one of the things that I also got excited about when I was doing this journey is I would do it wherever my travel takes me. So one time I attended a sustainability conference in London, and I said, okay, let me see if there's a 5K over there. And true enough, there was. It was held at the London Zoo area, and so I did it. It was my when I arrived I was supposed to arrive 2 days before the date so I can be prepared, right? And then guess what happens? The flight got delayed. And so I did my 5K with less than 3 hours sleep. Hardly, like very tired from the trip, right? But I did it and I finished it. And so things like that. And I told you about Canada and being in other cities. And recently, when I did the 5K for vets, that was in Arizona. Phoenix, Arizona. So that's the exciting part of it, right? And so leading up to my 5K, one of the things that I want to share is that my father recently passed. He passed in May. And so for me, everything was, focused on, mourning, grieving with my family, and also preparing for his last hurrah, like his memorial service and everything. So for me, May, June, I went dark. I didn't do any 5Ks. I didn't at work. So everything was just really down for me. As you know, I'm a small business, and a small business, if you don't put yourself out, you don't make money, right? Like, that, Mia. Be the realtor in the industry. So, unlike if you're employed, even though you take a break, you come back and you're still earning salary. So that was really a big, a down moment for me. But when I started looking back and checking, like, I asked my dad, like, you have this thing, conversation with yourself, and you're putting your dad in that conversations like that. What can I do? I mean, how can I make this all happen? And just like that, a spark came to me. It's like, well, let's put you back on the 5K track again. And so I did my first 5K, and after that period of mourning, and I just did it. A friend of mine say like, "Hey, do you want to do a 5K with me?" And that just got me started again. And so then from then I said, "Okay, I think I can still do it, right? Like, I just need to make sure that I do it like one 5K every weekend." And then so now, looking towards the goal of being 60, making 60 by the time I turned 60 in October, I had to do some back-to-back 5K weekends. And so that happened. And at the back of my mind, I was also worried about, like, oh my God, I hope my knee doesn't, my knee cooperates with me, it won't get inflamed, right? And all that. So God is with me, my dad is with me, that it's not happening. I'm getting fitter, much fitter than before, more fit because, I'm doing it regularly. So for me, it's really a blessing that I'm able to do it, continuously now. And so leading up to the 60th in October will really materialize. So I'm on my last 10. So I'm doing my countdown. 10,
You're on your what
9,
now?
8.
You're on your what?
50 years na siya ngayon.
So I did my 50th. So like, yeah, so 10 more to go. And I've already, like, Stephen Covey said, you have to always begin with the end in mind.
Correct.
Right. So that's what I did. I always do that in everything I do. But like, in order for it to materialize what I envision, I just put a date. Like, I booked my October 26th 5K. That was a Sunday. And I paid for it. And I said, like, join me on this day because it's going to be my 60th. So that's how I'm playing all of these things together to make it happen, because what you envision will come true.
Of course. Of course. So are you opening the invitation to people or what?
Yeah, I mean, I actually am, thankfully, I have my immediate family and close friends already signed up. So I think there's going to be 10 of us at the 5K itself. But now it got it, the thing sparked me when you invited me to your radio show today, that well, maybe if people cannot join me in person, maybe they can sign up on their own 5Ks in their area on the 26th. And then also wear their Pinay Power shirt, and then just take photos, whatever. But also, I'm also open to like doing a 5K in your area, even though it's not the 26th, but just wear it and then post a picture with it, and then hashtag me 60 by 60, hashtag Pinay Power 5K, hashtag Ethel Rubio. Yeah. I'm excited if that can happen. I just thought of it right now.
Yeah, why not? You pivot, you adapt, adaptability.
Adapt.
Yes.
Power.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Very good. Thank you
Maybe
for
you'll
the
get me
invite.
to run.
Sige na tayo,
Yes,
Mia.
Mia,
Mag-5K
you
tayo.
can do
If you
it,
get me to
Mia.
run,
It's not
yeah,
running,
talaga.
Mia. Don't run, Mia. Just walk. Walk with us.
Pwede pala
Walk tayo.
walking.
Yeah.
Tayong dalawa lang.
It's just
5K
walking.
tayo.
Yeah, it's a 3
Pwede
mile.
ba skateboard?
Pwede din.
Daya. Nandaya eh.
And make sure you get the finisher medal at the end. So
Uh-huh.
that's the goal. So I'm not just doing this like, oh, I do hiking and do it. My real goal is to collect 65K medals. So when I did my 30th, I actually hang them on a Christmas tree. All my 60 medals. I mean 30 medals. So now I'm thinking when I accomplish my 60 finisher medals, will it fit on my tree? So I don't know.
Dalawang tree. Baka si tree maganyan. Halap si tree.
Bagsak na siya.
So we'll see how my Christmas tree looks like this Christmas.
Sige.
So excited.
Pwede naman, 60. Kaya pa
Pwede
yun.
yan.
How big is your tree?
Metal tree.
Mabigat.
How big?
Metal
But I'm
tree.
using a fake tree anyway, so it's sturdier, right? The branches are sturdier and the twigs are sturdier. So, but I probably need the taller one this time.
Yeah, okay. Hey, there was a greeting. Oh my goodness, nawala siya. Sorry, couldn't find it anymore. She said you are her inspiration. I'm sorry, I couldn't find it anymore. But anyway, we're coming to a
Thank you for
close. Ethel, thank you so much for being here. Mag-discuss muna tayo last reaction paper from Mia, yung quote ni Mia.
Yes, my quote
Ni
is
Professor.
from Making Midlife Matter. It's about time and, aging. Time moves on even if you don't.
Oh, time moves on. What say you, Ethel? Reaction paper.
Reaction paper.
Very, very good. Yes.
Time moves on. Yeah. Even if you don't. Kaya lang,
So you need to make the most of it, right?
Yeah. Si Ethel will move with time.
Does both. She Ethel does both. She moves on. She moves then.
Well, you try, right? I mean, we cannot say that we're always on all the time. We have our down moments too. But accept it, right? Like, don't fight it. Accept it when you have your down moments, and then just snap out of it, right? Like, it's actually your bounce back ability that makes you really stronger and defines you. If it takes you a year to do it, then you learn. You learn from your experience. But as you go along, anything that happens to you, it's just a way for, like we said in the beginning, it's an open opportunity to open other doors.
Hey, perfect. Alrighty. So with that, thank you so much, Mia. Thank you so much, Ethel. Thank you to all our over 100 listeners and viewers.
Thank you so much for having me.
Blessings
More
to
Pinay
you.
power.
Yes.
More Pinay power.
More. Thank you.
Bye, everyone. See you next week.
you.
Bye.
Moving to Vegas? There's no better time than now. So what are you waiting for? Call Benjamina today at 702-281-9063. Mia is also on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. You can also visit www.benjaminamiacasino.com and view available homes anytime. Remember, the house wins when you bet on Benjamina Mia Casino.
Just like a friend from back home. This is your Filipino radio experience in Las Vegas. PHLV Radio.